Well, hello, happy ladies, and welcome to another episode of She Happy Lady with your happiness life coach, Lucy Rodriguez. I just want to talk to you today about an amazing topic, and it is protecting your happiness. We have to protect our happiness at all costs, and I'm going to show you today in this video ways to do it. Why is it important to protect our happiness? Because we spend our lives to reach a point of state of being, of feeling that happiness. It is inside, but we have to learn how to cultivate it, and we have to learn how to keep it. And most of all, we have to learn how to protect it. So we as women are often taught to give. We give of ourselves. We are taught to fix things. We are taught to be accommodating. And we are taught to smile all the time, even though we are in discomfort. So over time, those things can really drain our joy. And I just want to tell you today that protecting your happiness is not something selfish, but it's something that is necessary. Okay? So I am going to give you 3 simple ways to teach you how to protect that happiness. And you can start applying that today, and like tomorrow, every day of your life. And most of all, I have a daughter, and I am always teaching her about life. So you can also teach your daughters about what I'm going to share with you today. All right. So one of the things that we need to do is to protect our energy. Not everything deserves access to you. I'm going to repeat that again. Not everything deserves access to you, and you must protect your energy. Have you ever felt drained at the end of the day? You had a long day of work, you feel tired, your energy is gone. It's because there's no energy. It is gone. So you have nothing to give, and you just come home. You just want to take a shower, put on your pajamas. That's what I do. Okay. And then just throw myself in the couch for a while to unwind and just like regulate myself and like gain my energy again. Then I sleep. Then the next day, I am ready to face the world. But the energy, a lot of things can drain it, and I'm going to show you how to protect that energy. All right, so I am going to ask you to pay attention how people, environments, and even social media make you feel. So you're going to pay attention to how you feel. So sometimes when you hang around with certain people, when you are in certain environments, and when you are watching certain things in social media, those things maybe consistently leaves you feeling exhausted. So you have to pay attention to that. How are you feeling after you are spending time with some people, when you're in some environments, or you watch social media? How are you feeling? Are you feeling exhausted? Are you feeling anxious? Or do you feel and find that you are doubting yourself? So those 3 things: exhaustion, anxiety, and how are you feeling about yourself? That is important information, okay, that your body is telling you. We need to learn how to read ourselves. We spend so much time trying to get to know other people. If you have a new friend or you make some new acquaintances, you want to get to know them, you spend time with them, but we forget to understand ourselves. And we sometimes just ignore our feelings. We ignore what our gut feeling is telling you, what your body is telling you, what your heart is telling you. Okay, so we need to learn how to pay attention to that. All right, so like I say, that is information. So protecting your happiness when you feel these types of feelings can sometimes mean saying no, okay, without over explaining. You don't need to over explain yourself. The word no, a two-letter word, is enough. Somebody wants something from you and you feel that they're asking too much of you and you really cannot give that and you're feeling overwhelmed, it is okay to say no. It does not matter how the other person feels, because right now you can't give what they're asking of you. And if you are doing a favor, let's say you're doing something for someone, but you don't feel like doing it really from the deepest part of your heart, it's just like it's not even worth it. When you do something, you do it, with joy. You really want to do that. But if you're feeling like exhausted and you feel like it's too much for you and you feel like it's a burden on your shoulders, just say no. It's okay. It's okay. We can give ourselves to everybody. All right. Another point is take breaks from people who drain you. Okay. Those vampire energy or energy wasting vampires, those people, take a break from them. Sometimes some people, they just want for you to give and give them. They take and take and take. And sometimes you don't even get nothing in return. So your tank gets empty. So take a break from those people. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be family members. Okay. Some people, they don't understand boundaries. And for you to protect your happiness, you need to set those boundaries. And another way to protect your happiness when you are feeling exhausted, anxious, or doubting yourself is to take rest over guilt. Rest over guilt. Have you heard the term sabbatical? Sabbatical means, like really quickly, it means to just take a rest. And sometimes we need to take sabbaticals from different things, okay? Let's say you are in an organization or some or anywhere, and you are there and you volunteer, like an example. You volunteer, you give and give, but there's a time when you just feel that you can't give anymore. Your body's asking you to rest, okay? Just rest. When God created the world, the Bible says that he worked for 6 days and he rested on the 7th, okay? And that was a lesson for us humans that rest is important. Rest is as important as working, because when you rest, you are recharging yourself and your mind is resting. Your just whole body is like just in a rest mode, and you need that. Our bodies needs to rest. So it's okay to take a break sometimes of things. So all my life, I have served in a type of organization. And right now, I'm taking a sabbatical from that. I'm taking some rest from that because I have been on the go for many, many years. I'm talking about 10 years or more, or 15. And right now, when I was going to give myself or volunteer myself in that type of organization that I always help out, I was feeling like I was draining, like it was too much of an effort for me. I felt like it was maybe like a burden, and I felt overwhelmed. So that was my body telling me, for now, take it easy. I'm not 15 or 20 years old anymore, okay? I am a grown woman in my 50s, okay? So I don't have the same energy. And so I'm taking a sabbatical, and that is okay. So you can make your own little sabbaticals for you. All right, so the second point that I want to talk to you about is setting boundaries without apologies, okay? Setting boundaries. A boundary is a limit line where you draw, okay, it's invisible, of course, but where you draw and it says, this is it. This is my boundary line and I need everyone to respect it. Do you know that when people really care about you, they respect your boundaries. They do not harass you to give yourself of more. It could be at work, it could be anywhere. And you know what your boundaries are. Sometimes in our workplace, there are people that demand too much of us to a point where it starts causing us anxiety, stress, depression. And at work, also, we have to learn how to put boundaries. All right? So, they're not walls, but they are doors with locks. I like that. Boundaries are not walls, but they are doors with a lock. So you have the key to lock or unlock that door of the things that you don't want them to enter in your life. I am going to tell you something that is going to blow your mind. And you know what it is? That you are allowed to change your mind. Yes, you are allowed to change your mind. You said, oh, I'm going to do this. But then let's say your body's not feeling well. You're not feeling well mentally. You're exhausted. You are allowed to say, I just won't be able to make it. And that's it. And you don't have to give any explanation. Okay? You are also allowed to outgrow some relationships. If there is a relationship where you feel that your boundaries are constantly being crossed, you can outgrow them, and you have the allowance. You're allowed to say, I can't be in this relationship anymore. All right? So some friends, some people that are so-called friends, they just ask too much of us, or whatever situation you're in, and they don't respect your boundaries, they disrespect you. Sometimes it's smart and wise just to let those people go. So you are my friend and my friends, you are definitely and totally allowed to protect your peace. Listen, peace is rare. Not everyone experiences peace. Protect your peace and you're allowed to it, okay? Even if others don't understand. We sometimes are praised as women. We are praised for being easygoing, okay, and just go with the flow. But our happiness, which is my main theme, that's why I am, I created She Happy Lady. Our happiness grows when we are honest, and mostly when we are honest to ourselves. We don't have to always be agreeable, okay, with people, but we need to be honest. If you can't do it, if you don't want to do something, if that activity that other people are expecting of you to do, if you are overwhelmed, or if you feel tired, or if you feel that you need to take a little sabbatical, it's all right. You can be honest and you can say, I can't do this right now. Okay? And boundaries, the last thing on this point, create space for joy to exist. And my last point is stop outsourcing your worth. Stop outsourcing your wealth. Your happiness cannot depend on other people's approval. If you want to get everybody's approval, you will be a miserable woman, because it is impossible. Okay? You just can't. It's impossible, right? So, your happiness cannot depend on approvals from partners, from your family, nor from society's expectations of how you should look, act, or live. Okay, just be your own woman. Be your own self. Okay. Today I'm wearing this outfit. Okay, I went to church. I'm wearing like a long skirt with some cool boots that they have patches. It's like jean patches of different colors. Okay. And someone tell me, why don't you wear a short skirt today so the boots can look good, so you can show the boots, because they're really nice. Everybody likes my boots. And I say, no, today I want to wear a long skirt. And my long skirt is nice and flowy. It's like silky. And I just felt wonderful with my long skirt. See, I say, no, I don't want that look. I want to dress today the look that I want. Okay? So little things like that, like you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be like, you just can say nicely, oh, that would be nice. But today I'm looking forward to having this look. See? I took the advice, but I feel comfortable to say, no, I just want to do something different. Okay? And I felt awesome today. And I did get a lot of compliments on my outfit. All right. So when your self-worth lives outside of you, okay, your happiness is always at risk. I'm going to say that again. When your self-worth lives outside of you, depending on everyone else's approval, your happiness is always going to be at risk. Remember, happiness is from within, from inside.